Constitution has always been here. Our rules of conduct, our rules of behavior.
We interrupt this program with a very important announcement about the SXTA Constitution. We now join Chief Negotiator Terry Horne live.
Good day, everybody. My name is Terry Horne. I'm the Chief of Xwexwilmexw and Chief Negotiator for the Xwexwilmexw Treaty Association. Today we have a few announcements. The first one is a big one. Our Constitution, or Xwexwilmexw, has been revised and is being mailed out to you as we speak in preparation for a vote upcoming in November. Now, the Constitution is a word in our language, or the Xwexwilmexw is a word in our language that means stall, a way of being. And the Constitution, or the Xwexwilmexw, incorporates a lot of our guiding principles that we have used throughout over the generations that allows us to form a national government which contains the guiding principles of our future Xwexwilmexw nation. The Stalo people have always had an inherent right to govern ourselves, and creating a constitution that describes or incorporates our ancient beliefs with modern twist is an essential way of part of our new nation-to-nation relationship with Canada. 6 communities, Chiacton, Skalkale, Achulets, Xwexwilmexw, Lacamo, and Skowlook. Members from those communities will have the opportunity to vote in favor or against the Constitution in November, from November 4th to 15th. It's only a few weeks away, but we have been moving down this path for over 20 years. It's time. We believe our ability to take control of our own nation. With the yes vote, our leaders will have a clear mandate to negotiate a self-government agreement, which brings us one step closer to being out from under the Indian Act. With that, I'll take a few questions now.
Right here, Chief Horne. Good morning, Chief Horne. Sharon here from Stalo Signal Podcast. So I have one question. How do you expect 6 diverse communities to work together under one government?
Our leadership and our communities have been working hard to get where they are today, working under the struggles of the Indian Act for generations. We have worked towards this for a lot of years, and the Constitution does not take away from what has been developed so far. So each individual community will still have the ability to govern themselves. It will not take away from governance structures that they have in place. We will not interfere with how they choose their own leadership, things like that. But what the Constitution will do is it will form a national government, and it'll help us to decide or come together on larger issues such as child and family services. So it does not take away from smaller local issues, only on larger issues where those issues are too much for an individual community to take on. Any other questions? Over here.
My name is Emily Kelly. I'm with Lacamo. Good morning, Lacamo. And my question for you is, what will happen to the benefits that we receive as status Indians? Won't we lose those coming out from under the Indian Act?
The Constitution does not take us out of the Indian Act just yet. So we would only be out of the Indian Act under a treaty. The Constitution is only an incremental step towards self-government, eventually leading to a treaty. So all of your services will not change at this point, and everything that you receive now will be provided to you just as they are.
All right, over here.
Good morning, I'm Danielle from Skalkale News. Do you think that we are ready for this?
We are ready for this. The Stalo people and Indigenous people all together have been working for years to overcome a lot of the things that have happened to us under the colonial government. So we've been working towards this for generations, getting educated, getting stronger, working together. That's all part of taking back what was once ours, getting some of our land back, governing ourselves in a way that is traditional to us, not under a colonial law. Any other questions?
I have another question. Chief Horne.
I have another one.
Darren Biamonte, The Independent Journal. You said the Constitution was revised. What's changed?
The Constitution has been revised with the input from our communities, and there's been quite a few changes. The biggest one is that the Youth Advisory Council age has been changed from 14 to 21 to 14 to 25, which allows more opportunity for youth to gain leadership experience. We have also added alternates to each of the Youth Advisory and the Elders Advisory Council. And one of the biggest changes is that the Grand Chiefs Council, the Siamath Lalam, has been scrapped. So there will be no more Grand Chiefs Council within our Constitution. The reason behind that is that we do not believe that the Grand Chiefs Council is a sustainable council. So that's it for today. It's all in the bulletin that has been mailed out with the Constitution revision.
We now return to our regular program, still in progress.
Our Constitution has always been there, and it really is written in stone.